I'm Jeremy from Groupmap. Well, Groupmap is essentially a group response tool, and we wanted to find a way to get everyone in a room to contribute equally to a problem or to an issue. So the way it works is we ask a question, we get everyone's response, they create a unique response, and then we can instantly see what the group thinks. So it's an application for mind reading, nearly. So it's an idea that myself and a technical co-founder came up with about 12 months ago. We actually both work in organisations where we have to deal with groups of people. So I teach large groups of students and I work with teams, and Brad, who's my co-founder, does the same thing. And our problem that we had was that we didn't have a tool where we could quickly see what the whole group was thinking. There's Twitter, but it's very noisy. There's post-it notes, but someone has to go and write them all back up and represent the information. So we wanted to build our own tool which we could instantly see what the group was thinking about a particular problem. Well, we started about 12 months ago. We entered a competition here in WA for a WA app competition. At that stage we weren't actually successful, we weren't even in the finals. It was just literally an idea on a piece of paper. But we actually got the call back and they said, you know, we think you've got something that's really cool here. We think you can use it in schools, in conferences, in organisations, in workshops. So you should go ahead and develop this. So we started doing our own prototyping. We put it through primary schools, then we put it through university, and then we've had clients in conferences and workshops and strategic planning days. And since then we've continued to build the application to make sure that we can start tackling some really big problems that corporations have. It's been fantastic. The innovation circles around Perth have been super supportive. They've been fantastic referrals. We got a scholarship with Space Cubed. We're part of Innovation Centre WA now. We actually entered a national competition called AusApps, and we placed third in that competition. So we got some prize money and we're off to Sydney in May to join some other entrepreneurs. There's going to be 1,000 of entrepreneurs all kind of mingling around, and we're hoping to be able to showcase Groupmap at that event as well. There's been a couple of moments where I've thought that this is the reason why I'm doing Groupmap. One was when I was actually in a classroom, and I'm a lecturer as well, and I'm using the product. I don't tell the students that I've come up with the product, but a student actually asked who came up with it, and I said I did, and they actually said, oh, this is cool. And it's not very often that teachers get told that they're cool. So that was definitely one thing that said I'm hitting the mark with them. But the other one, which I thought was really heartwarming for me, was at a public sector conference. We had 150 public sector servants, and they were talking about improving innovation in WA. And at the end of this day, where we had presented all the findings to the Director Generals, a person who had a speech disability came up to me and actually said, thank you so much, because for once I've come to this event and I feel that I've contributed something. They didn't feel they could have done so before, and this time they actually had the opportunity to. So that was a really warm moment for me, where I thought, yeah, this is great. They can now be part of the workforce and part of that conversation. I think it gives groups a voice. I think it gives each person a voice. So the way our technology is different from some of the other collaboration tools is that when I ask a question, you actually get to form your own response. So you have individual expression, but you get to think collaboratively and think collectively. So I can compare my view to my friends or my peers or my colleagues, but I can also compare my view to the group view. So I think what we're trying to say is that everyone has an opinion, and that's great. We've all got an ego, we've all got an opinion, but we've also got to learn to look at the bigger picture and work together towards a common goal. So our product helps to build consensus, it helps to get you to think for yourself, it allows you to have that freedom to think for yourself, as opposed to, say, a survey tool or a polling tool, which a lot of other groups use at the moment. So we're trying to make sure that groups are dynamic, they're organic, and they evolve as the conversation does, and our tool's very flexible and allows that to happen. Well, for the future of Groupmap, we'd love to see in every school and university being used as a way for students to learn about how to work together and to think together. And I think that's what Groupmap offers now as an opportunity which doesn't exist right now. And so we want to be able to show a group of people that we can capture the three most important views in the room: your view, my view, and our view, and work towards a common goal. So we really like to ask the crowd to try out Groupmap for themselves. What we've done is we've set up a few maps on Facebook. You can find us there, and then you can participate in as many maps as you like and give us your feedback on how you think Groupmap works for you.